Jackie Kennedy Onassis once said, "I wanted to be a writer or a reporter, but after college I did other things." This is the perfect example of how Jackie put aside what she wanted. She had dreams of being a writer or a reporter, but decided to marry John F. Kennedy, raise her family, and soon become the First Lady of the United States. Jackie Kennedy Onassis is complex. She is complex for 3 reasons. Jackie Kennedy is an international icon. Jackie Kennedy is a fashion inspiration, and Jackie Kennedy is poised under pressure. Jackie Kennedy Onassis is complex. My first reason, Jackie Kennedy is an international icon. I always think of stories that I read from the First Lady's Library when I was studying about Jackie in high school. She talked about how Jackie traveled to Europe, and it was like the first time she was the First Lady, like a trip to Europe. And she went with John, and it was supposed to just be like a fun thing. And instead, she took time out of her trip to meet with a girl who was from Greece, and she was dying of cancer. And I think this shows that Jackie cared about not only her country, but about the entire nation, and wanted everyone to know that we need to have good relations with other nations to make our country grow better. Another story is when she addressed the Latin American culture in their native language. I think this shows that Jackie cared to learn about other cultures and decided that she wanted to make them feel comfortable in the United States. So Jackie Kennedy is an international icon. My second point, Jackie Kennedy is a fashion inspiration. I was reading in the International Business Times about what she would exactly wear, and she'd always wear sleeveless dresses that were like silhouetted. She'd wear the colors pink, ivory, and yellow, sometimes a matching jacket and pearls. And I think this is the perfect outfit for a First Lady to wear, but also any lady. She looked beautiful every day, she looked classy every day, and yet she kept her dignity intact. She always looked professional, always looked powerful, and I think that's what everyone in America should look like. I looked up what fashion actually is defined as, and Merriam-Webster defines it as a prevailing style at a specific time. And I think this is perfect for Jackie because in the 1960s it was the Camelot era, everybody wanted to know about the Kennedys, and her fashion not only was her clothes, but just the way she was as a person. And I think that that's a reason definitely why Jackie Kennedy is a fashion icon. My third point, Jackie was poised under pressure. I think mostly about when her husband was assassinated. I think it shows that she could do anything under any circumstance. The New York Times talked about her whole life and how it was kind of a struggle, but also at that point, it talked about how when she was wearing that infamous pink dress with the blood still from her husband's killing on it, she stood next to Lyndon B. Johnson and watched him be sworn in as the new President of the United States. And I think that showed that even though she was grieving and was seriously sad at that point in her life, she could put aside what she wanted for the nation and do what she had to do that was best for everyone. The article also talked about how she moved on and got married to a Greek billionaire, Aristotle Onassis, and I think that mainly she said that she did this because he could protect her and he could protect her family. And I think that's something that's very incredible about Jackie was even if she was still grieving over her husband's loss, she decided that she needed to do what was best for her family. Another point about Jackie was just the New York Times also wrote about how she decided, like when she would go somewhere, no matter what it was, she would always sign autographs, greet people, talk to them, because even though she had all this pressure on her to look perfect all the time, she was able to, under all the pressure of, can I have your autograph, waiting for her pictures, she just did what she had to do because she was the First Lady and it was part of her job. So Jackie Kennedy was poised under pressure. Overall, you can see that Jackie was poised under pressure. I think that this quote describes her by Mary McDonald. It said, "I loved life and I loved to work, but I also loved to have complexity." And in Jackie's life, she was complex. She had so much going on at one period of her time. Everything came together at one time. Her husband was killed. She was First Lady. She was becoming famous. People looked up to her. And I think it was just this whole idea of she could do it all. So Jackie Kennedy was complex. She was complex for 3 main reasons. Jackie was complex because she was an international icon. Jackie was complex because she was a fashion inspiration. And Jackie was complex because she was poised under pressure. Jackie Kennedy Onassis was complex.